Hello, listeners, and welcome to our 5th program in our series, Let Us Learn About Design and Technology, which is produced for grade 8 learners and anybody who has an interest in the topic. My name is Jean Reinitschke, and today we will learn about safety precautions. Don't forget to take part in the quiz at the end of the program. Please have a pen and notebook ready so that you can make notes of the important points. Tools can be the workman's best friends if they are well looked after and taken care of. However, they can be your worst enemies if you handle them carelessly. Isn't that so? I hope today's lesson will shed a little light on the safety precautions of National Occupational Safety Authority or Association, NOSA. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to apply and use tools safely, explain the necessity of wearing protective clothing, list appropriate safety measures with prevention of HIV and AIDS in mind regarding open wounds and bleeding.
Hi, Hafeni.
Hey, Laura.
So yesterday I saw one of my friends at the workshop using machines without applying safety precautions. I was so furious at her.
Which friend of yours?
It was Karen.
Really? That's something very bad to hear. She could have hurt herself by not applying the safety rules. It can also happen to her and even to other learners if they don't take the precautions of the safety rules.
That's true. Let's go to class and ask the teacher about this.
Good morning, class. Laura and Afeni, please sit down. I saw you discussing something. What was it all about?
Oh, miss. Yesterday one of the learners did not apply the safety rules in the workshop. I hope today's topic will make us understand the importance of using safety precautions when you're in the workshop.
Yes, please, ma'am.
Thank you for that, learners. Alright, class, that discussion is related to our topic for today, which is safety precautions. In the previous grades, we discussed the safety precautions on personal safety rules and safety on tools and machinery. We said safety rules are always the main consideration in design and technology. Firstly, we're going to learn to look at basic NOSA safety precautions in the classroom before we look at NOSA safety aspects. They are: never run in the workshop, always wear protective clothing, sharp tools should be carried with their sharp edges facing down, avoid loose clothing, for example neckties and long loose sleeves. Keep the floor free of scrap materials, tools or oil. Practice the safety drill or know how to switch off machines and know where emergency buttons are located. Always inspect the tool before and after use. Report all accidents and broken tools to the teacher immediately, and never use a machine without the teacher's permission.
Mrs. Katrina, can I have long, loose hair when working in the workshop?
No, because your hair could get stuck in machines and that would seriously injure you.
Oh, miss, can you please tell me something on the HIV and AIDS?
Surely. Hafeni, HIV stands for Human Immune Virus. This is a virus that leads to AIDS, while AIDS stands for Acquired Immunodeficiency Syndrome. Let's look at the safety rules with regard to prevention of HIV and AIDS when bleeding or having an open wound. With an open wound, you never want to touch anybody else's blood with your bare hands. When it comes to bleeding, always remember to wear latex gloves when giving first aid to stop bleeding, and never share sharp tools, for example, needles or razors, with anybody.
So today we learned what NOSA stands for, the basic NOSA safety precautions, explanation of the importance of wearing protective clothes, abbreviation of HIV and AIDS, as well as prevention of HIV and AIDS when it comes to bleeding and open wounds.
That brings us to the end of today's program. But before we say goodbye, here are your questions for the day. Make sure you have your book and your pen so that you can answer the following activity, which is a multiple choice question. 1. Tools can be the workman's worst enemy. A. If one handles them carelessly. B. If they are well looked after. C. If taken care of. Or D. If one handles them carefully. 2. When using the hacksaw, A. Always hold the hacksaw on both ends. B. Always hold the hacksaw between your fingers. C. Always hold the hacksaw with both hands. Or D. Hold the hacksaw with one hand. This program was written by Miss Naomi Koskenkangas. Have a blessed